everybody, welcome back to week 2 of summer, and as you know, it's sustainability week, and we are here today with our friends at Mighty Market, and they are going to walk us through some sustainable products that they sell, and what it really is like to live sustainably. Yeah, let's go. I'm here with my friends Bronwyn and Claire, and they're going to walk us through what we're going to do today. As you can see, we're still wearing our mask, even though this is not happening over Zoom. They're going to show us some pretty cool things. Alright, so
cool. Sure. I think, Claire, do you want to start with the reusable products, the zero waste steps?
So we are a zero waste, well, low waste, because nothing is technically, it's zero waste. So we have a little starter kit also for everyone to try out. We have the stasher bags, which replaces Ziploc bags, and you can put it in the oven, put it in the microwave, freeze it, whatever you please. And we have some tooth tabs and some bamboo toothbrushes. And
do you want to explain how the tooth tabs work?
Yes. So with the tooth tabs, not too crazy about it. Very, very good for the environment because it doesn't have any like plastic.
So Claire already mentioned the bamboo toothbrush. We have both in kids and adult sizes. And back to the tooth tabs, this is probably out of everything when everyone's transitioning moving towards a zero waste lifestyle. This is probably the biggest stretch, right? Because you have like Stasher replaces Ziploc bags because everyone's used to a Ziploc bag and it looks similar to it. Sponges, it's a biodegradable sponge, it looks like a sponge at home. I think this is the biggest stretch because it doesn't look like toothpaste that people are used to.
definitely.
Yeah, so I think it is a bit of a stretch, but when people get used to it, like they really dig it. And how it works is we call it crush and brush. You bite into the tooth tabs. There we go. You bite into the tooth tabs, you put one in your mouth, you don't put it on your toothbrush, you just bite into it, and then the effervescence starts. And you use your toothbrush to then start cleaning. Okay. Or if you're hiking, backpacking, camping, you can just use your finger if you don't have a toothbrush. So hikers and backpackers love this.
Okay, that's cool.
It's taking a little bit of a stretch to get like your everyday consumer used to it.
Right. It reminds me of like adjusting to charcoal toothpaste, right? Because that was like trendy for a while. It's
exactly.
Like the charcoal toothpaste is like, it's black when you brush your teeth.
Yep.
Like it looks really gross. But
then it looks so clean when you're done.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Does it taste like toothpaste?
Yes. It's actually the one we carry is a peppermint version, but it's very minty. So we do warn people that are letting their kids use it, that it is very strong. Okay. But it tastes exactly like it. They do have different flavors, like they do a citrus and an herb one, and there is a charcoal one, which we're trying to do baby steps here. We're trying to get people used to it before we throw out the charcoal black tooth tab.
Definitely.
Another fave for us is the soap saver bag. This is really wonderful because you put your soap in here, it becomes like a loofah. So when you wet it, it gets soft. So it works like a loofah on your body, so you get a little bit of that exfoliation. And what's really great is people are used to using soap blocks. You get down to the little stubs and people throw it away because they don't know how to hold or use it. Right. You can put all of your soap ends in this and make like one big, and when you're done, you're done with this, you just put it in the ground because it's biodegradable.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's the same, exactly. Okay. And this sponge, the reason, so it's not, when you wet it, this thing really poofs up. Right. So it comes flat. Same thing, it's compostable, biodegradable, which is really great. Everyone's familiar with straws, with stainless straws and the cleaners for it. Yeah. So you can reuse it and take it on the go. In our kit that we have, the little bamboo utensil set, we have the fork, knife, spoon, and then the bamboo straw for those that don't like stainless. It has a bamboo straw and a cleaner in it, and then it comes with a little kit, carrying case, so you can put it in with your lunch. We do have a lunch container over there that also goes even further and has the utensils that turn into chopsticks. So that part's kind of cool because then the ends work like chopsticks. And this is kind of neat. It comes, I can show you we can show you. You want to show how it comes apart?
Okay, so these have different compartments. So it comes with the fork and the spoon, and it has different little tiers. So you can take your lunch with you, reuse it, dishwasher safe, good stuff.
What about microwave safe?
Microwave, microwave dishwasher safe, BPA free, and it's made out of wheat fiber. So it's sustainably plant-based, yeah. And what's really cool too is you can stack as many as you want, and this lid will fit on all of them. So if you only have a small container, you can just take one little set. So it's kind of neat, and it's easy for storage at home because they stack up.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of these actually on like TikTok too.
Yeah, because like we were looking at the stainless steel ones, and at some point as we grow, we might also carry that because a lot of people like stainless, but then it's not microwave safe. And then if it gets too hot, you can burn yourself. So yeah, so we're like, this is like a good fix for that.
You can give it to kids as well.
Exactly.
Or like as an adult, I'm like, I want that.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's cute little colors. Yeah, there's even a pink one. So
definitely.
And then I think we have the brush out here just because this is a super versatile brush. It's super versatile. We call it the dish and vegetable brush. So usually we sell it as a farmer's market grab and go kit with our veggie wash. And how that works is you can use that to spray it on your produce when you get at the farmer's market, scrub it off, rinse it off, and store it, and it's good to go. Because especially, I mean, people love strawberries and it's strawberry season, but that's the highest pesticide count out there is on strawberries, blueberries, and all types of berry products.
And I love berries.
Yeah, who doesn't? And especially, you know, you see families come here and then they're giving it straight to their kids because the kids love it. So we do actually have a lot of people on Sundays after the farmer's market come by here, grab that on their way home.
Yes.
And then you know what else will pair really well with that too? Is our little reusable produce bags. Let me get some for you. So these are not the storage ones like we usually have. These are what replaces what you get at the market. So the plastic ones you always pull at the grocery store, exactly. So this is a great replacement because you can take it with you.
10 minutes to open the plastic bag.
Exactly. I mean, oh, we know. And you're like sitting there rubbing your fingers together.
Rolling it.
Yeah. And I mean, I used to be a big culprit because I used to, when I would get like meat, I would do like a double bag, you know, and that's all. And then you get for every different fruit and veg because you cannot mix it.
Yeah. You're checking out.
Exactly. So you leave with like 10 bags, whereas if you just take this and put your stuff in here, it weighs nothing. And then you go home, you can wash and reuse it again on the next trip out. Yeah. Yeah. So we do love this a whole bunch.
And what is in the veggie wash that makes it a veggie wash, if you can?
It is,
there's citrus in it.
Citrus is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Citrus magic.
Right.
So a lot of citrus oils and different seed oils actually.
Okay.
There's like a sunflower seed oil in there too. But I think citrus is the biggest cleaning agent, a natural plant-based cleaning agent. I
asked too because there's a trend right now where it's like you sit your strawberries in like salt water for like 30 minutes, and what people have been finding is like bugs come out of the water.
Oh yeah.
Or not out of the water, but they'll appear because from being on the strawberries.
Yeah.
Which I think is like remarkable, but also now your strawberries taste like are salty. So.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and that's why when you use the veggie wash, they warn you. They say not for longer than 20 to 30 seconds. So if it's softer produce like a strawberry or spinach leaves, you soak it like a 1-to-1 ratio with that to water, and you just swish it around for a few seconds and then rinse it. Yeah. But if it's harder produce like apples, potatoes, just brush it and rinse it.
Cool.
Yeah, but the thing is, like with mushrooms, you shouldn't use it on mushrooms. It's super porous. So then you're just gonna be tasting veggie wash.
Right.
Exactly. Like I used to have visions when I used to be showering, like using the containers to wash my hair, and I'm like, God, wouldn't it be great if they created something that would just like dissolve or disappear, and it was like reusable, and I get out and my husband would look at me like, what are you talking about? Like, what, you doing okay?
But you also think like as you're explaining this to me, and I thought about it, of course, like all of this, where does it go? It goes somewhere, right?
Exactly.
Where it's like if it can go back in the ground, which I think is amazing.
Yes.
Why not?
Exactly.
Right? You're recontributing.
What's the impact of the life cycle?
Exactly. Especially with things like plastic. as Bennett would know, he would say he finds a lot of it when he goes out in the water.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you're Coast Guard?
Yeah, so
I didn't know that, sorry.
I drive boats for them, so I do spend a lot of time offshore, and I'll see a lot of like Mylar balloons, plastic bags.
Yes.
Anything that it's like trash out there, and it's awful.
Yeah, it's really terrible.
Oh,
sorry. I was going to show you something else over here that was super cool on like the reusable front is the coffee sock. And while this is not made in California, like most of our products, it's still made in the USA. They're made out of Austin, Texas. And they have options for all, like any coffee experience. So there's like the Hario filter. Okay. There's the, do you guys say Chemex or Chemex? We have it for your traditional coffee filters. And we have it for those that like to make cold brew at home, which is obviously a lot of people do nowadays. And then there's even a tea sock. So for people who do the loose leaf teas, I mean, we thought we were doing great by having the little muslin baggies that are food grade. You can put your tea in that. I mean, this is super durable and reusable. So it's to replace all the paper filters that go in the trash. I mean, I don't even know how many billions that is.
Right.
We posted something about it a few weeks ago. I mean, it's up in like the 3-point-something billion count, like a day in the US.
Right, because big coffee drinkers over here.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So we really love that, and we were super happy. We've only had that for a week, and we're very excited to get it on our shelves. Yeah. You just use it, rinse it out, dry it outside, so hang it to dry, and then I think like after 5 or 6 uses, you should probably put it in the washing machine. But it's the same coffee going in there every day. Yeah, we're big fans of Stasher. Love the Stasher stuff.
Yeah, like
and then we already mentioned the lunch boxes to you. This is another cool brand that we carry. They're based out of Oregon, so they're not California. Okay. This is their reusable dish sponge. It's like your regular dish sponges you'd have at home. So it's got the super rough part that would be like the scour part on top, and then the softer part on the bottom. And you just toss it in your washing machine when it's time, and then you wash it, dry it, and use it again. They make really fantastic products. I think they were some of the pioneers on like the zero waste, low waste front. They also carry unpaper towels, which we usually have stocked to replace your paper towel usage at home. And they also carry the facial rounds, the reusable cotton pads, which to me, that was huge. I mean, I know I was one of the biggest culprits. I was probably using at least 2 a day.
Right, and
I'm one person. So I mean, in the US, who knows, it could be like 1 million a day. For 3 to 5 years, you can use that. So can you imagine one product, 3 to 5 years, instead of daily wipes.
Especially with like one wipe does not get off all of it.
Exactly. So you're probably using 2 wipes. Exactly.
Awesome.
So that's another great sustainable switch.
I see a lot of things are made with bamboo. Why is bamboo like a good switch for sustainable reasons?
It's sustainable because it's the fastest growing of the products. So you can actually farm it at a decent rate. It's sustainable because of how fast it grows, how much of it you can cultivate at once, and just the biodegradable factor, the breakdown factor in it. It's easier to break down in the ground than a lot of other plants actually. And also the durability. Bamboo is super durable. I'd say plant fibers theirs are the strongest.
Perfect.
So that's why you see a lot of bamboo products. So when we started this business, our tagline was small steps lead to mighty changes. I came up with the name Mighty for Mighty Market. Besides the space being small but mighty, we believe in the mighty power of plants and a lot of plant-based products. And we say small steps lead to mighty changes. I mean, we're not here to say, oh, don't use that, this is bad, you know, this is not going to help your footprint. Everyone's in a different place on their journey, and we don't want to be putting anyone off or turning anyone off because small steps do make a difference. And for example, we have the biodegradable cotton swabs. We're also getting the option of the reusable one. But for some people, that's a little bit of a strange step. So this is a first step to that. It's biodegradable, it breaks down in the ground, but it's not the reusable type. So that's low waste instead of true zero waste. I think it's important to be mindful and help cater to people at these different steps along their journey. The bulk refill is about 70% of our business, and all of our liquids are made in California, most of them in the Bay Area. The furthest one would be the Dr. Bronner's products, which I think most people are familiar with. Everyone knows Dr. Bronner's, the 18-in-1 Castile, so exactly. Yeah. They're in Los Angeles, but everything else is Bay Area. The furthest probably Santa Cruz for Copper Moon, but Griffin Remedy, they're in San Francisco.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why is it important to you guys, or just in general, that your vendors are local, or at least local to California or
I think
West Coast?
it's important, one, to support businesses at as local of a level as possible. Everyone is getting everything on, like we're in like an Amazon culture right now, right? eBay.
Definitely.
So we're trying to go a little bit smaller, supporting local, lessens the footprint, so it's less transport and shipping as well.
Yeah.
If we can go get stuff in big bulk, either go pick it up or have it delivered to us, and just kind of feeding the local economy too. And having people who operate under similar philosophies as we do is important as well. Yeah, so everyone's really, really local. We've made a pledge recently to ensure that we're gonna have, I think we told you before about us carrying at least 80% products from female-owned businesses. We want to have at least 80% from California. We want to make sure that we're having at least 15% shelf space for Black-owned businesses too, preferably woman-owned.
I love
so
that.
her products, her products are coming in. We're gonna be the first people carrying her stuff.
Oh,
so
wow.
we're excited to help her launch that. And then we have a few others in the pipeline and not on the shelves yet, but we're super stoked about that. Just like the energy behind what we're been wanting to do and kind of see it come to fruition, and knowing that we're helping other people in the same way. It's like an awesome cycle to be a part of right now.
Yeah, what you guys are doing is truly amazing.
What's so funny is I think one of the things that we hear most often is people come in and say, we would never expect anything like this in Martinez. Like
So
that's literally,
here.
we hear that I don't know how many times a week.
Yeah.
Because they have to like drive to like Berkeley or
Sacramento.
It's like a little jar for every time you hear it.
Yeah, exactly. we get these pain points, right? And then we try and affect change where we can. And we do understand that switching to glass is not ideal from plastic. So we used to have aluminum bottles, and then manufacturers have decided to stop making that, and we still don't know the reasoning behind it. So as a temporary fix until we can get to a better place, we've just adopted the silicone sleeves. So that can help glass breakage on counters, especially in bathrooms or in the shower. You don't want to run your kids, so that's a safer way to go. It's got good grip. Yeah. And then with it being silicone, it's just a far better material to incorporate than some plastic.
Definitely.
Forever.
So we tell everyone, we're learning as we go, and that's why we feel like coming from that perspective in our approach to helping customers is it's definitely helping us instead of, the judgment and everything else that can sometimes come along with it. Yeah.
Everyone's on their own journey.
Is there anything else you guys have to share with us before?
No, I mean, we're just really happy to be here and be a part of this community and be able to offer what we do right now. And just the fact that we're able to make it through COVID, I think was...
Do you guys ship as well?
What's that?
Like,
We do.
order?
Yes, we do. We do ship all over the U.S. I mean, we're trying to stay as local as possible to mind the footprint. And all of our packaging is recyclable, reusable, or biodegradable, depending on what we have in there. But yeah, we ship everywhere. We still offer local deliveries, which is what we started with COVID.
Yeah.
And we still offer curbside pickup for those who are not comfortable coming into the retail space just yet.
That's awesome.
And a mask is still required to come into the shop.